doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L Podcast.
Rocking and rolling all the way from Ohio.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's grind time.
Did you watch the interview with Trapper by any chance?
I watched it briefly.
Did you know him? Did you?
Yeah.
He was talking about Akron. Are you from Akron too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying, well, the first things he was talking about Akron was like, he said it's like one big hood and that it's kind of just like everybody kind of knows each other and it's kind of like a low-key community. Is that accurate?
I wouldn't say too much of low-key. I know, I mean, like, our name that got put on multiple different maps about multiple different things, so I wouldn't say low-key, but we definitely one small, big hood, if you want to be technical, like literally like every little side of town, literally like 7-8 minutes away from each other. You can cut through a backyard and be in a different side of town.
Goddamn.
You know, but we got multiple little different townships on the outskirts of Akron. I wish that they would just include everything Akron and make us one big city like Cleveland. But, you know, it ain't up to me. So
damn. That's interesting, man. It's so how do you think that works? Like, how do you collectively bring different areas of there and just call it Akron, basically? Like how are you kind of assessing it?
Well, I mean, it's hard to really bring anybody together in Akron, period. We really a divided city amongst each other. We like, and I say that to say, like, people put on for other cities more than they put on for ours. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's hard to really bring the city together and call it one. So I don't know. It's hard to understand it if you ain't really from there.
Yeah.
So
let's get real. You don't know what the hell you're doing as an artist. You have all the talent, a little clout, but no motion. That's because you don't know what the hell you're doing. I know it's harsh, but it's true. That's why we developed the Artist X strategy. It includes one-on-one sessions with hip-hop and entertainment moguls that will walk you through this hurricane we call the entertainment industry. You can receive coaching, music and social media analysis, and networking opportunities. Message kid.l.video on Instagram to learn more. Guys, stop traveling in the wrong direction. With an in-depth analysis, one turn can literally turn your career around. What was your life like growing up in Akron?
Well, you know, it was easy, but it was hard too. But far as like me growing up as a kid, I didn't really understand the hard times that my parents was suffering from and going through, you know, because they was kids raising kids. So I didn't really understand the hard times, but my life was okay. I would say that, you know, my mom always did what she had to do for sure. She was there 24/7. My dad was there too, but you know, he was in and out. But it was easy. It wasn't really hard at all.
When you talk about Akron, man, you know, obviously you guys got some celebrities that really flourished from there and really took over. You got NBA players, you got comedians, you got a lot of people that really dominated.
True.
Who do you guys look at right now as kind of the leader of success from Akron?
Shit, it's gonna always be LeBron James until somebody make a difference, and I'm hoping that can be me. So
yeah,
it's always gonna be Bron though. You know, he's still putting on at his what he 40 years old, something like that, you know. So it's always gonna be Bron right now.
Do you think anybody in the rap game has gotten to a substantial level from Akron?
And that's one thing about Akron, man. It's so hard to get noticed, and I wouldn't say it's mainly because of the how divided we is, but it's so hard to get noticed. But for like, I would say, man, I don't, like, far as like niggas actually getting there. One nigga I would know that he my age. He passed away. He was close. His name was Flunk. You feel me? You called him Black Boom. He got great music, but he got killed at an early age, so he wasn't able to flourish. But it's a lot of niggas that's actually coming up now, and everybody just got to be content with their craft to really get there. And I wouldn't say it's too many niggas that's close to catching a break, but we got a lot of niggas that's getting noticed.
Do you feel like this is the hottest time or the most populated time for artists in Akron, where you're seeing like an entertainment scene kind of begin to prosper and people really taking it more seriously?
Yeah.
Why do you think Why do you think it's happening now more than it's been happening before?
Mainly because of the platforms we got. Mainly because of the social medias, the apps niggas can get on and promote themselves. That's why it's easier now. Like, you feel me? That's why it's the best time to do it now, because of all this content creations we can do. You could do multiple different things with your music. You don't even need a record deal to get famous and make money off your music, because of all everything that's been provided for us in this new day and age.
Yeah, the social media has changed the game for everybody.
Yeah.
Man.
It's made everything a lot easier.
When you guys look at Detroit, even as you were growing up, who did you guys feel like was the head of the music scene in Detroit?
I always fucked with Peasy. You feel me? Team Eastside Peasy. I fucked with Peasy, I Swear, all the older niggas, like, you feel me? But once I actually started growing up and started listening to niggas that was closer to my age, like FMB, Sada, Skillet Baby. I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, Skillet Baby got he doing his thing. 4-2 doing his thing for sure. Peasy doing his thing. Who else?
I mean, that's a good catalog of artists that you're talking about right there, man.
Yeah,
You're
for
talking about
sure.
a lot of Team Eastside cats, and then obviously Skillet Baby and Sada Baby, how they flourish. Skillet Baby's really taken like the throne in some type of way, which is insane, because
I agree.
he's doing it in a multitude of ways. I think he's doing it as a figure and as an artist. I think he's kind of taking both of those, both of those sides of personality and showcasing them
I agree.
for guidance and also for hilarity and also for music, which is really cool. It's hard to say, like, usually when outside cities see us, they go like Eminem is like the first person they think of.
Yeah.
But you're talking about the underground you're talking about that underground mainstream kind of divide.
Yeah. That's why I be like, I don't. Like, it's probably a lot of niggas that's really in the door in the industry from Detroit, like, you feel me? But
yeah,
I'm my main listen to is undergrounds, because I'm an underground, so I like to real talent, recognize talent.
Yes.
So
talk about the first time you got into a studio.
First time I was in the studio, I was probably like first time I was in the studio for me, I was probably like 16, 17. That's when I first started dropping my own music. It ain't never really, flourished or nothing, because I'm just a starter. I'm dropping my music on my own platforms, and then, I'm just trying to get my name out there, but I ain't really taking music too seriously. But my first time I was in the studio, I was like 17. I made my first ever favorite song that I still listen to this day.
What was the song called?
It's called Wasn't Easy.
It was one of the first songs you ever made, and you still listen to it till today?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it about?
It's just mainly about, for real, me growing up, me, into it with niggas, and just me talking about the way I operate in my life and what be going on. You feel me? That's mainly what it was about.
Damn, so that bitch stood the test of time so far.
Yeah.
Did you remarket it? Did you put it out again? Did you figure out?
No. I really didn't, because you could tell in my voice. What I would, now that I think about it, that's actually not a bad idea. But the reason why I didn't remarket it is because I feel like I would have to re-record it, because you could tell that I was younger, as my voice was more high pitched and stuff like that. So
Right.
I don't want to put that song. They be like, man, that don't sound like this song right here. Like,
Yeah.
You feel me? But that's actually a good idea, because it's another song that I made probably like 3 years back that I fuck with. And I was thinking about re-recording it and shooting a video to it, putting it out there again.
Yeah, why not, man? Artists are doing it all the time. They're saying some artists, they'll have a song for 6 years and then drop it out of nowhere. And that bitch blows up.
Yeah, because they know that motherfucker was a banger when they made it. So yeah.
Hold on.
So
when was the first time you seen the city start to recognize you? Was there a moment where you were like, okay, I'm finally getting recognition? Because I'm out here in Detroit, it's hard to know what's exactly happening over there as far as the neighborhoods being like, yo, what's happening?
Yeah.
But when was the first moment you realized that?
To be honest, right before my birthday last year, that's when my city start you know, fucking with my music.
That's good.
I dropped a single called Jason Pitts. You feel me? It's just basically bag talk for real, you know. Shit is me shit talking, you know, talking my shit, whatever the case may be. But that's when everybody started fucking with my music. And it's really about the song you put out. Everybody ain't gonna hear what you hear, so every song that you make, everybody ain't gonna like. You feel me? So once motherfuckers hear that song and that song catch their ear, it's they gotta listen to it. You feel me? So that's when they started fucking with me, was last year.
When you get that type of buzz going on around you and you're in Akron and you know, you're like you're saying the media infrastructure isn't at like its best right now, how do you market yourself when you're at that point?
For real, what I do, I'm all over. I got every social media platform: Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, shit, Threads. I'm everywhere. I'm in their face with my music. I don't give a fuck. Motherfucker, block me, unfriend me. I'm in their face all day long. All you gonna see is grime time, baby. Posting this song. Oh yeah, I just did a feature with Chicken P. Yeah, I just did a feature with Chicken P probably like 2 weeks ago. I'm posting that bitch every day. Yeah, album dropped March 14th. Go listen to my shit. Say today. Every day I'm pressing my shit every day, and I'm gonna continue until I can't no more. Until I'm where I want to be and where I'm gonna be.
Yeah, man. How'd the feature with Chicken P come along?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that shit fire. I posted a little snippet on my story. That bitch got like damn near 100 reactions, like probably like 600-700 views on there. You feel me? Everybody fucking with that shit. They just waiting for it to drop.
How did it come together? Did you reach out to him? Or did he reach out to you?
Okay, understand now. My video man, my video man, he called me he like shit, bro, about to come down here. We was already shooting the video, and he told me like, yeah, Chicken P about to come down here. I want to get you a feature with him. I'm like, shit, whenever you get here, just call me. He called me. I ended up talking to Chicken on the phone. He like, yeah, blah blah blah. We can put this together. Boom boom boom. Give me this. We dropped the track. I ended up linking up with bro at my video man studio. Shout out my nigga Rob Bruce too. Shout out Rob Bruce. Lee Rock Films. Y'all go tap in. I ended up linking up with bro at the studio. Chick there, everybody there. We chilling. You know, I'm like, shit, what's up? Let's put this track down. And that's how it happened.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
What was it like watching him work?
I ain't gonna lie. Him and my man's locked up right now. His name Bud, free my nigga. Him and my man's is the only two niggas I ever, no matter of fact, T.Y. the Kid too. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Chapper probably mentioned his name once or twice, but them three niggas is the only niggas I ever seen go inside the room, go in the booth, put a song down, 10 minutes freestyle off the dome. I ain't gonna lie, Chick went crazy on that bitch. Yeah. Instantly, he only had to run that bitch back. He did that bitch like it was his song. And that's my beat. I'm like, I'm telling the engineer, I'm like, hey, bro, tell him to chill. Like, chill, he doing too much. Tell him to chill. You feel me? But dog went in there and went crazy, man, for sure.
Yeah, man, imagine that. Like, right, you have your song, and then you got the feature on, and the feature goes harder than you. It's like, damn, man, this is a good thing or a bad thing?
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm gonna be real with you, I stayed up till 7 in the morning trying to finish that song. I ended up finishing like 7:30, but I was stressed the fuck out. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie, dog went crazy. I'm trying to figure out my first bar. I'm trying to come on even crazier. Dog, I ain't gonna lie, dog had me stressed, but I came in and I rode that bitch how I was supposed to.
You think you figured it out? You think when it comes out, people are gonna make it even?
Yeah, hell yeah. A lot of people told me that's what it was too. They're like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all verses was even, and y'all voices lightweight collab too, so that shit sounded perfect.
Yeah, that's legendary, man.
For sure.
When does it drop?
March 14th. I'm dropping it on my album first, and then I'm gonna shoot to Milwaukee, go shoot a video with him like a week later, 2 weeks later, and drop it on all his platforms and shit. Let him drop it on his shit. You feel me? But
legendary, man.
Yeah.
Well, talk about the tape. What's the tape looking like?
The tape, it's an EP, 8 songs. The name of it is Destiny's Child. My mom's, I could have sworn, and my girl said she don't think we was, but I know we was having a conversation about Jay-Z and Beyonce. You feel me? And I was telling her, like, man, I got to come up with an album name. My mom's name is Destiny, and we was talking about Beyonce. You know, she was fucking with Destiny's Child back in the day. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to name it that. You feel me? So that's where the name came from. I had my dude from Akron. I invested into his little business, told him to make me a cover art for my album. threw it on there. It just got 8 songs. It's multiple different flows on there. It's love songs, hood stories, twerking songs, turnt songs, get money songs, all that on there. You feel me? So everybody, you gonna catch a different vibe if you just listen to the whole. It's an EP. It ain't too many songs on there. You let that bitch ride.
How many features you got on it?
I just got one.
Just Chicken P.
Yeah, just bro on there.
That's
I
dope.
wanted my first album to really strictly be me, but it's Chicken P. Why not throw him on there?
Yeah, fuck it. You have to. I was watching Shark Tank the other day, and they always talk about like sometimes you got to take all the every advantage you can take it. Like don't always think like you want to stay humble with it and just like make it happen all on your own. Like if you can take an edge, if you can get an edge on something, do it.
Definitely.
One feature is a good way to do it. Some people overdo it. They'll do the whole fucking tape as a feature.
Yeah,
right?
no.
You don't even know who.
Ain't nobody gonna know who you is because they listening to everybody else.
I've seen my cousin fast forward tracks just for the features.
Yeah.
They skip all this bullshit and get to the second half of the song real quick.
Man.
Yeah,
Well, and it's crazy because ever since I did that feature with Chicken P, and ever since I've been listening to songs now, and I be listening to people that do features with people, like a nigga, you would pay a nigga for a feature, he'll go in there and give you a bullshit track.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna give another shout out to Chick. He went in that bitch and did what he was supposed to do. I wasn't too worried about it, but then again I was because this is my money. I don't want a nigga to go in here, cause I ain't gonna lie, the song was really gonna be a short song. My man's extended it. It was only supposed to he do an 8, I do an 8, and then the sample was the chorus. But my girl like, no, like you need to make that more, like you feel me. But so I appreciate that how dog went in there, did what he was supposed to do. Cause niggas will give you a bullshit track. I'm listening to motherfuckers that got features with famous motherfuckers giving them bullshit tracks, knowing motherfuckers be paying 40, 50, 30,000 for these 10,000, whatever the case may be for these features. Motherfucker trying to get on for these features, like so.
I don't know, I don't know what you would do with that, cause it's not like if you bought like a cheeseburger from a restaurant, like yo, this cheeseburger's not right, bro. Let me get
right, you
one.
can just give it back.
Like, how do you do that with a feature? Like, if an artist comes on and gives you a bad feature, like, what do? You just go like, yo, that was whack. Like, do you just tell them straight up, like, yo,
shit, it'd have to be either shit. In my experience, change your verse, or we could just delete the track and we ain't doing it. No feature, no money, no feature. Change your verse, no money, no feature. There's 2 options.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to put this song out there and you supposed to be harder than me and my shit harder than yours. No, I'm expecting you to come in here and go harder than me so everybody can listen to it.
They just get used to the artists that are fanned out, like when they pull up. Like if you're fanned out that Peasy pulled up, like, damn, bro, Peasy's about to be in my song, and then Peasy does whatever he wants to do, and you're like, you just say yes to whatever. You know, it's Peasy, man, I can't say shit, but you got to say something if you don't feel like it's right for the song, right?
Facts. Facts.
But it's hard for artists. You know what's crazy? It's like now that artists are more accessible to do features, they're going to work with some artists that shouldn't even be artists, but then they're going to work with guys who really care about the shit and really want to do it. So even the feature artist gets confused sometimes, like, damn, does this motherfucker really care about what I'm doing, or does he just care that I'm here right now? But you're like a real artist, so for you it matters to have it done right.
Yeah, truth. I even made a Facebook post a couple days ago, and I literally said, I'm not doing a feature or I'm not doing those songs or dropping those songs with nobody that's not taking their music career serious. Because I'm not, it ain't no time for bullshitters. We trying to make it somewhere. We tired of living in little ass Akron. I wanna be the motherfuckers wanna come see. I wanna be the motherfuckers wanna hear. Come to my city, do a show. We paying you. I wanna be turned, So, I feel like if you really trying to take this shit serious, fuck with people that's on the same time as you. That's one of the reasons I came on this podcast.
Yeah.
Because this is a way for me to get myself out there to the world. Hello.
Yeah.
And, hopefully make it somewhere.
Shit, man, we average 4 million views a month, so it's like we're getting a lot of exposure on this motherfucker, man. Every single time I interview somebody, I get phone calls the next day, people just thanking me. They're like, damn, bro, you don't realize what that shit did for me. I walk around, people are recognizing me now. I'm like, what the fuck? Even I'm kind of shy. Like, yeah, shit.
Yeah, that's what's up. I be seeing that shit. That shit. It's dope, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's really why I came on here. I'm like, man, I gotta do that. My man told me about it. I found out about it through my man's that new trapper did an interview with you. So I'm like, oh yeah. I instantly tapped in with you right then and there. I don't even remember the time it was when I texted you.
Well, I know, like, the Flint Cats fuck with Ohio heavy. Like, I know the Flint Cats are always down there, like Rio and stuff. Now that he's out, but even before he got locked up, he was always fucking around in Akron.
True.
How do you guys? I know there's a lot of hospitality between you guys coming up here and us coming down there, man. But what's like the reinforcement to make the Detroit artists feel comfortable when they're down there?
To be honest, I really wouldn't truthfully know, cause I just really got connected. But far as what I see, the niggas that do come down here, it's mad love. It ain't never no bullshit. Everybody, our city protect them niggas more than niggas in but whatever the case may be. But but it's they be good.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna hold it down, make sure they make it back to where they gotta go safe.
I'm sure this is a time, especially with you getting buzzed last year, that you're figuring out, your place and your sound and your style. Would you say that you feel like you found your sound and style, or do you feel like you still got ways to go to figure out exactly what you want to do?
Truthfully, I'm still searching for my sound and style, cause I don't like to look at myself as just like no gangster rapper and all that. I like making versatile music. I like talking about different shit. And I like harmonizing sometimes too. Even my voice been gone for a little bit. So
what happened to your voice, man? I know
Super Bowl.
You went crazy. That was like a weekend ago. I was like,
man, I've been going crazy, man. But
why were you excited for the Super Bowl? Like, what happened?
I wasn't excited. I was salty.
What happened?
I was going crazy because I don't know what the fuck Patrick Mahomes was doing. I don't know if he was going through something that day at home, but you did a terrible job, sir.
Did you lose money?
Yes.
Huh.
No, actually, I lost money, but I won on DraftKings. I won $1,800, so it was cool. But I was pissed.
Yeah, that was a whack ass game, bro. I knew from the beginning. I was like, "Man, these bitches were down like fucking 30 points." This is
Man,
Super Bowl always lets you down, though, man.
Swear to God.
What do you guys got now? Cleveland's #1 seed. Do you guys care about Cleveland? Like, do you guys obviously it's like right next to you, so it's like
we fuck with Cleveland.
You guys are #1 in the East, right?
I think so.
It's pretty dope.
I don't really. Only reason I keep up with sports is because of the bet.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
same way. I just had to. I have DraftKings, and I just had to cool down my account where they lock you out for like a month because I was going crazy on it.
Yeah.
But I looked at my plus minus. I'm up $2,700 out of $80,000 in betting. So.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, for sure.
Imagine opening up that bitch and it tells you you're like negative 100,000 and you're in the hole and shit.
Bad hell, dog.
You think gambling was a good thing to bring like legalized? Like now it's legalized over the country. You think it was like a good thing that it happened?
Man, I feel like then no. It's definitely beneficial sometime, but you lose more than you win when it comes to gambling.
Yeah.
So I would say we could have lived without it.
Yeah, we could have lived without it for sure because all my friends are down for sure right now. I don't think any of my friends are up from sports betting. I think it's just a good-ass way to distract yourself to the craziest degree. Like, bro, you're about to put your money on some shit and watch it on TV. There's nothing that gives you more of a high than that. That's like the biggest high you can get.
On my soul.
You know
That's crazy. You sit there watching that shit and you really just motherfuckers really just be sitting there screaming at the TV praying these niggas do what they supposed to do.
Yeah. And then everything goes wrong. Everything starts collapsing at the worst times. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Overseas they got they have like you can get, have you ever bet on games you can't even watch? Like I used to bet on games you cannot even watch, like tennis matches in Japan and shit.
Man,
just when I was down bad, I used to just gamble on fucking crazy shit. Like, all right, whatever, man. Let me just jink Jong-un, whatever, fuck.
Yeah.
And then they did this new study that shows that some overseas sporting events aren't even real events. It's actors that are playing the game.
Man, what?
Yeah, it's not even like they're not even real athletes. They're just actors that are playing the game and shit. And the reason they figured it out was because when they would have footage on these matches, there'd be a guy who had like a dragon tattoo doing tennis, and then 3 hours later he'd be at a basketball game playing for a team.
Man.
And you can bet on both of those motherfuckers. And I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, this whole time I was betting on the actors.
So have you ever won?
You can win for sure, but it's just like going to the casino where, like, you know, they can kind of like sway it to whatever way they want to go. So whoever's money is more on the line, they'll make the other team win type shit. So I feel like Vegas has to be fucking with the game somehow. That's all I'm saying. Like, I feel like if overseas they're doing that, imagine what they're doing over here.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I like your point though. We could have done without it. We could have done without the gambling. We didn't need that shit.
No.
What do you think about music? What do you think about the state of music right now? Do you think music is at its best? Like, do you think this is the best generation of music that's being produced?
Nah. Back in the day, that was the best time for music. That was real music back then.
Yeah.
All this rah-rah stupid shit, no, that shit is just dumb. But that's the wave, so, you know.
But do you feel like we're old heads? Because, like, when our parents would listen to our shit, they'd be like, yo, that's whack. And now we're, like, at our age, and we're looking at this new generation like, yo, your music's whack. Is it just a repeating cycle, or is it actually whack? Is this shit actually just whack, though, for real?
No, I think it's really a repeated cycle, because, I think me and my girl was just saying that our kids gonna grow up and they gonna be looking at the shit that we listen to like, man, what is this? It's gonna be a whole different. I don't even know what the next music state gonna be like, because we went from real rap to mumble rap to motherfuckers just saying anything and getting record deals. I don't know, man.
Well, you know, these record deals are just loans, man, so it don't even matter for real.
Man, that's true.
These days it's just like a bunch of... But you know what it is? This is the real truth about the music industry. It's just a bunch of people that look like they're famous. But they're not, bro. Like, they're just marketed so perfectly that they look like they're fucking famous, but they really ain't shit. Like, they're just... You give somebody $1 million, they can look famous, bro, for like years. You know what I'm saying? But
Truth.
you go to their shows and nobody's there and shit, like, what does that say? That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Bunch of motherfuckers that are faking fame. What do you think the best parts of what's happening with the music scene right now? Like, what's actually happening that is positive?
I would say the way they make it easier for you to get your name out there and promote. That's really the best thing that's happening with it for real. Because like you said, this is all just a gimmick in a way to finesse you to make motherfucker bigger than you more money.
Yeah.
You know, so that's really just the best thing, that you don't gotta sign your name nowhere to get rich off your music now.
Yeah, you can do it independently.
Yeah.
What's been the most difficult parts about, I know you said there's a divide in Ohio and it's not really easy to get your name out, but other than that, what's the hardest parts about getting yourself out there as an artist?
Really? Shit, truthfully, the hardest part is not being around the right people right now. I need the right people around me, because I know if I got the right people around me that's pushing my music, I would get to where, at least to almost to where I need to be. You feel me? So right now, I'm doing solely everything necessarily by myself, besides the niggas that's engineering and shooting my videos.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's really just the hardest part, like being able to have different accessible people to access, you know.
Yeah, you need it, bro. You need a team. Not even if it's not a team that's like solely, you know, contributing to you, but even like a resource of friends that could just tap in with from time to time to be like, yo. That's why Detroit has become so successful, is because everybody can kind of tap in with everybody. Like, yo, what do you think of this, or what's going on with that? Or
True.
plug me in there. It's like, that's there. With Akron, since it seems like you guys are still building the music scene, it seems it's going to take time for the infrastructure to like get to that point. But at least motherfuckers are starting to really push the shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's better than not.
Yeah.
Have you went to LA yet? Have you went to Atlanta?
Nope. I'm at Atlanta this summer, June. Got a show down there in Atlanta. I ain't been to LA yet. I ain't necessarily got no plans for that trip, but I need to make some.
Yeah, man. Talk about the people that do have your back and that do help contribute to what you got going on right now.
Shit, for one, my girl, you know, she rocking through whatever, helping through whatever I need, as far as my music go and everything, as far as everything. But for my music too. My engineer for sure, he got me to feature with Chicken P. He really one of the ones that's really dedicated to this music shit. Like, you feel me? He dedicated to this music, trying to get niggas. He trying to help niggas that's really on the same time that he trying to help. He trying to get niggas out there. So I guarantee, if I get my foot in the door, guess what? His foot gonna be right next to mine. He gonna be my video nigga. I'm gonna shoot videos with other people that's bigger than him, but he's gonna be the main person I'm taking with me, to shoot my videos. We out, we going, we taking the trips together. That's why I told him to come to Atlanta when I got my show. Come to Milwaukee when I do the Chicken Piece, so you can do the behind the scenes, all that. You feel me? But Trapper too, he help here and there. Ty the Kid too. They all, everybody doing a little bit contributing, but mainly her and Rob Bruce.
Man, when you talk about, making sure that your boy's going to be there with you when things pop off, it's like people get so scared to invest in somebody because they go like, damn, what's the point? I know when he takes off, he's not going to look back and help me out. But it's like you're saying it right now, like you're going to be there.
Yeah. See, and I got a man's, and I'm gonna leave everybody's name disclosed, but I got somebody that I be dealing with the music. He hard too. I'm gonna shout him out at the end, but whatever the case may be, but he under management right now, and it's like I don't like dealing with people who expect shit, because first of all, you shouldn't be expecting nothing from nobody. Period. Don't nobody owe you nothing unless it's something that they owe you something. You feel me? But you shouldn't expect nothing from nobody, especially if you put yourself in a position to even try to help them or try to get them to somewhere. Like, yeah, I understand. Like, if he make it, if the person that you're investing in make it, hope that they be real enough to look out for you, take you with them, whatever the case may be. But don't say throughout the whole time that you're helping somebody is that, I ain't asked for nothing. I don't want nothing. I ain't asked for nothing back, and all that bullshit. You shouldn't be like, if you feel like that you wasting your money or you ain't getting nothing back, don't do it. That, like, cause music, helping somebody in the music business takes a lot of time, compassion, and it takes a lot to get somebody where they need to be involved in music. So you have to be patient with that. You gotta spend money. Nigga, Dlow did an interview. Bossman Dlow did an interview. He said he spent $100,000 on his career before he even had it.
Man,
you feel me? So it's like you can't. You got the money. You gotta have the money to even to do this music shit. Period.
Oh, for sure, man.
So you gotta just wait your turn.
That's the biggest thing that people don't. Man, there's this. I always bring this up, but it's like recent. But it's like a group that's like really popping off in Detroit, and one of the artists from the group came on here and he was talking about like, yeah, bro, you feel me? I think I'm gonna start doing my own shit because I don't feel like I'm being appreciated enough, or whatever the case might be. And I'm like, man, I almost wanted to be like, shut the fuck up on the microphone and be like, just fucking wait, bro. Like, just wait. It's gonna work, bro. Don't think just because one of the people's taking off the most out of the other group, that doesn't mean that you're not gonna take off, bro.
I mean, you just really hating for real.
Yeah, and I'm listening to him, like, man, I'm like, bro, you know how many people would kill to be in your position? Just shut the fuck up. Like, stop complaining that somebody else is number one right now. You are going to be number one if you just wait long enough.
Yeah,
the person you're in a group with is number one right now. So you're a part of that group that the dude is number one, and just wait, bro. You're going to be number one. Or even if you're not, bro, you're still number three. Like, who cares, bro? Right. Like, bro, in a group, like, if you're in a group, I never believe stuff like that, bro. You are in a successful group and you're complaining that somebody else is the forefront of the group and not you. Like, are you really, bro? There's people who are not in nothing. Like, they don't even got no group. They don't even got no solo career. They don't got nothing, bro. It's just these, you know what it is? It's this younger generation of kids. They don't understand when they get in early and when they succeed early, they don't understand what everybody else is going through. They don't understand how hard it has been for everybody else to get through. Because some of these young cats are getting it faster than a lot of the cats that made it throughout time. Like, some of these kids are coming in at 18 and then all of a sudden they're a successful rapper at 20. Yeah. Like, they didn't go through the for real grind.
What it took Dirk 12 years to finally,
But these, like my cousin, he became a famous YouTuber. He became super famous, like super, super crazy famous YouTuber. and he stopped doing the shit. But he was like 17 when he became famous. And I remember like talking to him. He was acting like it was no big deal. He's like, yeah, you feel me? I'm like, bro, you don't realize like people are doing this shit for decades, bro. And you're sitting here, you did it in a year, so you think it's just normal. They think it's just normal because they just grew up into it. Like they just got it so young. But the young kids don't realize, like, bro, this shit is sacred, man. How hard it is to get these positions, and they just think it's nothing, bro. Like you say, would you say? Dirk took 12 years.
Yeah, it took him up around like 12 years to finally get really out there like deals, rich, all that. It took him a while.
12 years, bro. Just like you said, bro, you gotta wait your turn. You gotta wait your turn and not expect stuff. The expectations is what's killing everybody too. What'd you do for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, man, my girl, we actually, and I'm gonna be fluent. My birthday was kind of fucked up. November 5th was my birthday, so we made an agreement a couple months back. Well, not necessarily a couple months back. A couple months back was my birthday, but like a month or two back, we made an agreement we'd redo my birthday for Valentine's Day. So that's what she did. You know, she went all out, room decorated, everything, bought me some gifts and shit. I got her a big ass 6-foot bear, the motherfucker bigger than me, take up the whole. Man, I woke up at the edge of the bed today because of this damn bear, man. Swear to God, man. But yeah, you know, we went all out for Valentine's Day, man. That was one of the best weekends I done had.
That's dope, man.
So,
what's it take to have a stable relationship, man?
Patience.
Yeah,
it's the biggest thing. Patience, because I got a badass attitude, and it don't collaborate with other attitudes. So that be one of the kickers, you know. But it just takes patience, and you just gotta stay. Gotta stay for real. That's really it. That's the biggest word, stay.
Yeah, somebody told me one time, they said, you know, nature will pull you apart if you're not supposed to be together. Because you know how everybody be like, yo, I'm about to break up because of this and this and this, and you end up staying together even throughout that?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, we can say anything we want about breaking up. We're not breaking up until nature tells us down. Now y'all are done. That's
true. Y'all both definitely gonna know when it's over.
Yeah.
Especially if breaking up is one of y'all routines. So y'all definitely gonna know.
Yeah, man. How long did it take you to like get acclimated to like learning how to be in a relationship?
Truthfully, I'm 24. So I started serious dating when I was 20, 21. So it took me till I was 24.
Goddamn.
To be honest.
Sounds about right.
Well, I'm going to be technical. If I want to be more technical, since I met her, it still took me a couple months down the line of our relationship to really, you know, understand. But yeah, it took me a while.
Yeah. I remember, I think my first relationship, I didn't know shit. I was like, I'm not allowed to do this and this and this. What the fuck? I was all confused about shit. Some of my friends take it too far. Some of my friends like, I can't cheat. What the fuck? Like, what do you mean?
Like, who the fuck made this rule?
Like, but some people are on the type of time where they're like, yo, as long like they'll be in a relationship and they'll tell the girl up front, like, you know, I'm gonna be sleeping with other women while we're doing this, right? Like while we're in this relationship. And some of the girls are like, all right, as long as you were up front with me, it's all good.
Yeah, some girls accept that, and if they do, they fucking too.
You think?
Yeah, they fucking too. If they accept that, they fucking. But some females also, I wouldn't necessarily say they'll accept it. They'll try to change you because they see the potential that you got in being the one for them. So they'll bear it with you. But if you think that that's what's going to be going on, she ain't going to stay.
Yeah. I feel like if my girlfriend gave me a pass, I would leave her. Like if she was like, you can cheat once a year, I'd be like, I'm gone. I don't know what it is about. Like I don't get that shit.
I'm out. I'm not dealing with. I ain't gonna lie. I have past cheated, you know, but you know, it's like I'm not. Once you take me back, I just be scared from then on out. Why did you do that? You know, I'm. I don't know. It's like I said, man. It just be the potential, man. Because you know, you can't judge. You gotta see it through to even know if she really wanna be that one for you and she wants you to change. Is she really down, or she took you back to fuck you over to fuck your friends and
Oh my
and all that
God.
bullshit. You know,
Imagine her locking back in with you just so she could fuck your friends, man.
I can't imagine it because I done been through it and I done watched niggas that been through it. Literally, niggas going through it right now.
Oh my God.
You know, niggas playing a dirty game out here, but you know.
So you're saying that women will take their man back just to get back at them?
Yes.
And they'll start off by cheating and hooking up with the guy's friends?
Yes, more than likely, that's what it comes out to. Because, first of all, I feel like, and I would necessarily say, I feel like you shouldn't have your girl around a bunch of your friends anyway. You shouldn't, they shouldn't have, niggas shouldn't be around your female. Because that just gives niggas opportunities to make passes like that. I don't need you to test my bitch loyalty for me, bro. By trying to talk to my bitch. Nah, that's why you shouldn't. But yeah, I'm a firm believer that some female will take their nigga back just to cheat on him or do him wrong or do some crazy shit to him.
Because the boyfriend did something wrong in the first place?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just depends on how much that hurt them with what they did. You feel me? What they did, how much it hurt them. So
What a waste of time. You could just move on. Like, fuck all that shit.
yeah.
Being as a
That's true.
person who's cheated in your life, because I've never cheated, but I didn't cheat, but I almost, whatever. Anyway, we'll talk about you, but was it, for all the men out there that are thinking about cheating, is cheating worth it?
No. And I'm gonna say this from a cheating perspective. It don't be. It don't be. Especially if you love your home and you really want your home and you don't want to lose your home. It don't be. Everybody is going to have a time where they're attracted to somebody else or they think somebody cute or pretty, handsome, whatever the case may be. It's going to be a time. Everybody's going to go through that. Self-control. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I think sometimes we think our emotions are so powerful that we're like, man, if my emotions are telling me to cheat, I must have to go cheat. But it's like you said, everybody goes through those feelings. And it's about staying disciplined enough to know that these feelings are happening, but they'll go by and you'll be fine and then you can go back home. But if you cheat, you might not be able to go back home.
Nope. You might get away with it that day, that week, that night, but she gonna find out.
You know what always trips me out about when my friends talk about cheating? They always talk about like, damn, she's gonna figure out that's why I don't cheat. But isn't it also, for me personally, I don't cheat because, yeah, obviously I don't want to hurt that person, but also because I feel guilty if I cheat. Like, I know that would be haunting me for like months if I do that shit. Is that part of it, or does that not equate to you as far as the guilt part?
Yeah, no, you're gonna be guilty as fuck. You're gonna be guilty as fuck. To the point you might tell yourself,
Yeah.
I done did it.
Told on yourself?
Man, what? Hey, man.
By accident?
No.
Or you
It was just way too heavy on my mind. And one thing about me, I get shit off my chest. Hell no. If you know that, and it's really just best. It's always been a saying. Tell me before the streets tell me. You feel me? I'd rather know from you than somebody else telling me, you know. So it's really best that you say it yourself, and you give a motherfucker the opportunity to figure out what they want to do about it. Either you want to take me back, you want to fight me, you want to do whatever you want to do, you want to break up. It's up to you. But I'd rather me tell you than another motherfucker tell you, nah, your decision based off of their reaction to how you were going to react and all that shit. Now, a lot of other motherfuckers in your ear that's involved that it'll cloud your judgment on how you really, really feel about the situation when somebody else tell you.
And that would suck, bro, if you get a phone. That's what happened with my first girlfriend. My homeboy called me. He was like, yo, man, your girl's out here at this nightclub on the roof talking to like 3 guys. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, take pictures, man. He took these pictures. I was like, man, I wish I'd never seen these pictures, bro. That shit killed me. And then one time I called her and she was in another guy's bed, bro. Man, what the fuck? Hey, man, I'm sick. Hey, Man, fuck that bitch, bro.
No
I'm
cap. No
I
cap.
forgot how mad I am about that shit.
Man, I'll be still crashing to this day. I ain't gonna lie.
What is it?
I'll be crashing out to this day, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. When a female hurts you, that's a different type of hurt.
Man, I think it hurts worse for a man to get cheated on than when a woman gets cheated on.
Yeah.
I think women are expecting it.
Yeah, because women do it for a different reason than men.
Yeah.
Women do it for that specific reason. To break your heart. They do that for that reason.
Man. And it's like if you hooked up with one of my homeboys, now me and him can't be friends no more. Like, why are you gonna fuck up everything over?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like you weird as hell. Like,
yeah. When we're talking about this new tape, man, compared to everything you've put out before, are we talking about anything new with this tape? Is there different sounds that are going to be happening, or is it just continuing to keep it turned up?
Yeah, no, it's definitely different type of. I got a single I dropped for her. That's gonna be on there for her. Some love, calm. Basically like R&B rap. Something like that. Then I got some, song dedicated to like my parents and shit like that. And the way me shouting them out for always being there 24/7 and shit like that. My whole life. Yeah. Got other songs talking about shaking ass and turn. It's different songs on there for sure.
Yes. When it comes down to the entertainment scene as a whole right now, and we're watching how even like I don't know if you watched the All-Star game yesterday or anything like that.
No, I ain't watched none of it.
What me and my cousin, we came to a consensus is that all sporting events and entertainment, music, movies are restructuring themselves. It seems like everything is changing and it's trying to adapt to something. What do you think entertainment's trying to adapt to? What do you think it's trying to figure out or crack the code to? Because like we said earlier, there's a lot of illusions of success and not great content being produced these days. What do you think's happening overall to make it where this isn't the best time for entertainment and that the labels and these producers are trying to mold themselves around something? Do you think that they're trying to mold themselves on with the younger generation, or do you think they just don't know what the fuck's going on, or what do you think's happening?
They're trying to keep up with the Joneses. They keeping up with what's popping. Everybody shicey switches and all that shit and all that drill this, drill that. Niggas trying to keep up with that shit. That's why Gucci, Gotti, everybody, they signing motherfuckers my age and shit, cause we the wave. We was popping, like, you feel me? So that's what they trying to mold around, cause if the world don't like it, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
If ain't nobody listen to it, they ain't gonna put that out there, So these motherfuckers is doing whatever is gonna make them the money.
Last thing I wanted to talk to you about, when I was talking to Trapper, we talked about, he said Akron's one big hood, and we kind of discussed that earlier in the conversation. But is there any fearfulness of living in the area? Like, do you walk outside like protecting yourself at all time, or do you have enough love in the city where like you feel comfortable?
I'm gonna be fluent. I don't fear these niggas, but I do fear something happening to me and me getting took away from my kids. You feel me? And my family, people that love me. I don't got no fear of nobody ever. For what? Y'all bleed like I bleed, but you definitely gotta protect yourself, especially me. Shit, even if I didn't have beef with niggas hating on me because of this, niggas hating on me because of this, niggas hating on me because of this. You feel me? So it's multiple different reasons on why a motherfucker want to do something to you in the city of Akron. Motherfuckers is haters, bro. I love my city to death, but they know just like I know. Motherfuckers talk about it every day. Y'all haters. We can't come together on shit. Motherfucking, like, when I did the feature with Chicken P, he went to the after hour. I couldn't even go to the after hour with him and go turn up with him because of the side of town that's on and who own it. You feel me? Like shit like that. Like we can't even do shit like that because I can't function over there. You feel me? So hell yeah, you gotta protect yourself every day.
Have you ever been in a situation where your life was on the line in Akron, has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been in a serious situation before like that?
Multiple times.
what's it like to be in a situation where you know your life, is on the line, and how do you escape those situations?
Shit, for real.
Is there like an instance or an example, a time that you can talk about?
Yeah. It's like so basically like being in shootouts and shit like that. It ain't really much of an instinct that you can have except run or duck, But I done definitely been in multiple situations where I thought it was a rep. It wasn't nothing I can do, you feel me? But by the grace of God, I'm still here and I survived it all. But like, I don't know, that shit is just, it just be tweaky and it's scary as fuck for real. It's not fun. It was fun when I was a young nigga and I done dodged some bullets when I was a young nigga. Niggas that made it through shootouts and shit, niggas laughing. But now that I'm a grown-ass man, that shit is not fun, bro. To be running, dodging, ducking bullets, shooting back, or whatever the case may be, nigga, that shit's not fun. That shit ain't for nobody. You feel me? I feel like it's a fucked up world we live in. And it's sometimes it's hard to change.
Yeah.
To change, like, you feel me? There's a lot of niggas that's my age that still want to do all that rah dumb shit. But
when I'm seeing this footage of, like, they got these like guys that are media guys that go to like hoods and stuff like that, and they just capture a day in the life. And I've seen some stuff of Akron, I've seen stuff of Detroit and all these cities, and they just film the day, and you just see shootouts happen out of nowhere. Just you'd be filming boom, boom, boom out of nowhere, right? And sometimes I'll see these kids that are ski masked up with guns and they're just running around shooting. And this is one thing I started thinking to myself: are they like not even trying to kill somebody and just like doing the shit? Like they see somebody and they just shoot around, but they're actually not trying to even hit each other? Or is everybody like, when they pull out the gun, are they actually trying to hurt each other?
shit, to be honest, that's the meaning of whipping that motherfucker out. You trying to use it. So I feel like these niggas just be crash outs. They don't be knowing what they be doing for real. They'll see a nigga, don't care. It's on and popping right then and there, killing, shooting anybody in the way. Niggas just be crashing.
Yeah, the crash out culture is a different time, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, how did you figure out at 13 that you have nothing else to live for, bro?
Like, it's too early to even
a lot
know
of
that.
time.
Like, bro, like, you ain't even, it's like, I don't understand shit. I always knew that somehow, some way I was going to end up in the streets just because of my environment. You feel me? I grew up around niggas that was heavy, deep in the streets, like, you feel me? Niggas that's not here no more to even, no point even shouting them out. Niggas not here no more. You feel me? But, so I always knew I was going to be in the streets, but I always knew I wasn't just going to be one of them niggas that wasn't going to survive it.
Yeah.
I knew I would survive it. You feel me? By the grace of God, I'm still surviving now, and I hope I continue, but
sure.
Right now, I'm surviving it.
Appreciate you doing this talk with us, man. Can you tell everybody about the tape one last time before we close out?
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, it's an EP dropping 8 songs. Destiny's Child, go search me up. Grime Time, man. It dropped March 14th. We from Akron, Ohio. Shout out Kid L. Shout out Rob Bruce, man. I appreciate coming out and you taking the time do this podcast with me.
Of course, man. Yeah, I love that Akron's pulling up, man. Like I said, we have cats from Flint and Detroit always facilitating back and forth between the city, and I've never heard one bad story. I've always heard love being shown. So
yeah,
just like that, you guys get show love in return for you guys pulling up, man. Look forward to the tape. Destiny's Child, man. I used to love that group growing up, so that's gonna be a good attractive name for people to tap into when that pulls up.
Yes, indeed.
And hearing the story, and obviously the feature with Chicken P is gonna be legendary, man.
Sure.
Great talk, man. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, Hollow Visual, shooting these productions. We're out. Peace.
Wow.
Heat, man.